big gap of lost preparation to prepare for Loaded Lux and Hollow to Don. Like, this is not anybody, you know what I mean? And I told the culture, like, I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't step in front of it, like, and half-ass. And I don't think, like, I showed that with Geechee. Like, why would I even try and force it? I come home 4 days before Gnome. Now, let's go back to real life for a second. I mean, before Summer Impact. Let's go back to real life for a second. I have a daughter. I have a mother. I have a family. I have real life things that have to, you understand what I'm saying? Like, real life things that have to transpire for me to even get back into a worldly mode because of what did I just lose? I missed my show. You know what I mean? This battle shit going on. Like, I have business to handle before I could even think about a battle stage. You know what I mean? Why be selfish and try to force the issue to whereas now I put a lot of pressure on Rob. It's my brother. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's bigger than, like, I'm already locked in for my next situation. You know what I mean? Does the show still go on? Sometimes it's bigger than the night. You could lose a battle to win a war. You know what I mean? So, like, overall, it's not URL's fault. It's not Chess's fault. It's not Tay-Rock's fault. It's Surf's fault. You know what I mean? Everybody needs to blame Surf instead of like, oh, well, URL replaced it with Chess. Well, what if they didn't say anything? What if I didn't say anything to URL and then they find out whenever they find out? And I'm like, oh, nah, the judge gonna let me go to the judge. And then he doesn't. So now, instead of them announcing that Chess will be the Saturday before you know what I mean? Like, let's say it's 5 days before, they announced that Chess is going to be involved. The show's going on. If I tell them to wait that extra 6 or 7 days, now it's 4 days, 3 days before the battle, and they say, oh, by the way, Surf isn't going to be there and Chess is performing. That's selfish. It doesn't make, like, the end don't justify the means in that situation. You know what I mean? I know everybody wanted to see me. I was prepared. Like, I was prepared. I was ready. You know what I mean? I was ready to get to it. You figure, even if you think about it, like, Lux and Hollow itself is a crazy entity, period. Like, why would I want to stop that? Do something that would stop that overall total when I still could give, like, that whole, I thought about all that, like, you still want to give that, like, that's something special. You feel me? Like, that's selfish of me to separate, like, to just break that down. You know what I mean? And then even if I was to come home, cool. They already took me and Tay-Rock. And then my situation happened, and Smack and Beasley have to almost talk them into a replacement battle. Like, nobody's think about the material that they got to recreate or redo. You know what I mean? And shit like that. What about what they have to do over? You feel me? For me to come home and just say, oh, no, I'm going to do it. And then they got to go back to, come on, like, that's fucking crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That don't make sense. You know what I mean? That don't make sense. That's not cool. Like, and then they don't want to do it at all. Then what? Now what's Summer Impact look like? Now Surf, Lux, Hollow, and Tay-Rock not on it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm in a real, like, it's life. You feel me? Life goes on. Like, I'm in a situation in real life. If you step outside of battle rap in real life, where I'm at a point where now I'm bigger than my environment. I'm bigger than, even if I'm 2, 3, 4 cities over where I'm born from. I mean, I'm bigger than my environment. So now, even in them 5, 6, 7 cities over, it's still face recognition with a state trooper, or face recognition with an undercover, or face recognition with, you understand what I'm saying? You get to a certain level to where a cop could just pinpoint your name with your face and your demeanor or whatever's, you know what I mean, spoken about you, or whatever's perceived about you. Then what? Like, how do I actually go to the mall or take my daughter to yada yada? Or, like, how do I start doing that when not only, like, the problems that you have, whatever, in the streets that you're trying to remove yourself from, but you go from that to now you riding past a cop and the cop like, oh, that's the kid that's, and then when you actually Google me, you know what I mean, like, the same things that y'all love, battle rap. What do I talk about in battle rap? What do we promote in battle rap? What do we push in battle rap? So battle rap, my music and things like that, you know. So now you riding past that cop and that cop is like, hey, now they want to put 2 and 2 together, put my lyrics together, on my music, on my face with whatever they perceive of me, not knowing that I talk to kids, or, you know what I mean, that I'm a role model to some people, or some people look at me a certain way. You put yourself in, you know what I mean? It gets bigger than just the battle rap platform. You know what I mean? The battle rap platform, like, nobody wants to go through that. I don't understand why people would assume, like, I would want to go through that or want to be involved with that. You know what I mean? So, it's a tough situation. I mean, it's a tough situation. It's a tough situation. Chess, like, I'm perfectly fine with Chess representing me in that battle. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really be mad at that. Perfectly comfortable with Chess representing me in that situation. I mean, so you know. Why can't I take Chess spot? Like, what about Lux and Hollow? So we go back and tell Lux and Hollow, nah, y'all not battling Surf and Chess. I mean, Chess and Surf and Rock, you battling. Now you back to battling gun titles again. Like, that's, come on, what we talking about? What we talking about? You gotta be serious about the situation. Man. I want to come. I'm thinking about still showing my face. I do want to come. I mean, honestly. A lot of people don't really, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't really think about that situation. Like I said, I got a 10-year-old kid. I got a mom, you feel me, that I'm the only child to and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I am straight. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, the situation, it always could be worse. You know what I mean? You know, y'all want to be ripping and running in the streets and doing whatever you're doing, or claiming you're doing what you're doing, or putting these clouds over your heads. You better have a good lawyer. I'll tell you that much. I'll be honest with you. If you're in Jersey anyway, because money don't really save you. Of course. That's why I want to stand on stage. I wouldn't be on stage. Why would I be on stage? You feel me? Like, nah, I want Rock and Chess to have, you know what I mean? I want them to do their thing. I want them to, this ain't about me, you feel me? It's about the battle. It's about the culture. You know what I mean? Shit happens. You know what I mean? So...